Hello students, it's me Nazneen ma'am. Welcome back to our English video. So dear students, in today's video, we are going to learn about the lesson number 17, Eureka, Eureka. Let's read a story about the person who said Eureka, Eureka when he discovered something important. Who was that person? Archimedes was a Greek scientist in the king's court. Listen carefully. Archimedes, he was a Greek scientist and he was working in the king's court. He lived in Syracuse. Syracuse is the name of a place. When he was living in that Syracuse, students, nearly 2000 years ago, the king of the land wanted to wear gold crown. The king's desire was there that he should wear a crown, which was made up of gold. He gave some gold to a goldsmith. So one day he called to a goldsmith and he handed over that gold to that goldsmith. And he told him to make a suitable crown for him. After a few days, the goldsmith brought the finished crown to the king. After some days, that goldsmith, he prepared that crown and he came into the court and he gave that crown to the king. The crown was weight. The weight of the crown was equal to the gold given to the goldsmith by the king. So that crown, its weight was there and the weight of that crown was equal to the gold given to the goldsmith by the king. The king looked at the color of the crown. He had a suspicion. Listen, what happened? Whatever the gold that king handed over to that goldsmith, so the weight should be same. But here what happened? The color of that crown, the color of that gold crown was different. Then king had a suspicion. King had a doubt. Then king had a suspicion. King had a doubt. The goldsmith could have stolen some from the gold. What doubt that king had? That goldsmith, he had stolen some of the gold which was handed over to him. The king wanted to find what was the truth, as he was suspicion or he got the doubt on that goldsmith. The king said to the Archimedes. Then, for finding that truth, king called to the Archimedes who was working in his court only. Then he called to Archimedes and said that find out how much gold has been stolen. But how was Archimedes do? But how was Archimedes do? But how was Archimedes to do that? As he was living before 2000 years ago. So Archimedes thought about the problem day and night. Continuously he was thinking about that king's problem. Archimedes was about to take his bath. One day what happened, as Archimedes, he was thinking a lot about that problem. He wanted to solve that problem, but at that time he wanted to take his bath. And that time also he was thinking hard about that king's problem. He was busy thinking about the problem and did not notice that the bathtub, in which he wanted to take the bath, so that bathtub was already full to the brim. Brim means top of that vessel, or we can say brim means top of that bathtub. So it was full. As he slid into the bathtub, it means as he went inside of that bathtub, a large quantity of water flowed over the brim of the bathtub. As he entered in the bathtub, so what happened? The large quantity of water, it came outside of that bathtub. He noticed this thing, and suddenly he realized that he had the answer to his problem. Then he jumped out of the bathtub. He came out of that bathtub and he was shouting, Eureka, Eureka. Eureka, it is the Greek word, which means I have found it, I have found it. As he slid inside of that bathtub, he got one idea, he got one plan, and then he became very happy, and then with happiness, he shouted, Eureka, Eureka. These are the Greek words. Its meaning is, I have found it, I have found it. Do you know that different metals of the same weight have different volumes? Why was that Archimedes was happy? Because he was knowing about it. What? That different metals of the same weight have different volumes. Volume means the place which is occupied by the object. So when we are putting the metals inside of the water, they are occupying the different place. and then what happened when put in water, displace water, and whatever the quantity of water is coming, it will be also different. The volume of the water displaced by the object is equal to the volume of the object. Now you can see here whatever the volume that object is occupying in that water or in that liquid, so some water is coming out. So if you will measure it, then you can find that the volume of that object is same with the water which is coming outside.
Students, remaining part of this topic we will learn in next video. Thank you.